Okay, so the way I see it is that change isn't actually created by one individual, it's created by a number of people. However, one person can be the catalyst for that change. So if we want to put that in the form of a picture, the way that I see it is that we could imagine it as being like waves in a pond. If you throw stone into the middle of the pond, we're going to create ripples, have a ripple effect. And that's going to how it work with one person passing on ideas to lots of people. So one person needs to pass on the idea to as many people as possible, create the biggest ripple effect that we can. So how do we do that? Well, we're going to need, first of all, to find the right target. So we're going to need to find the best place in the pond. We're going to go for the middle of the pond. It's going to have the most waves going out, and we're going to look for the biggest stone. So the bigger the stone, the more energy, the more impact it's going to have, and that's going to be in terms of the idea that you're putting out in the first place. So the bigger the idea, the bigger the impact, the more waves you're creating, and also you've got to make sure that you're dropping it on the right target.
I really don't know how individuals can activate positive change, which is why I have come along to this talk tonight, because I'm super excited to find out what other people think. So I'll let you know after.
Well, in a way, essentially, I think by getting less in our own way. My belief is that we all have an innate capacity to make change, make a difference, and inspire each other and change the world. And often it's our thinking, our fears, our concerns, our conditioned beliefs around how things are that stops us doing that. And as we just think, well, wait a second, we can just be ourselves, then we can change the world.
I think it starts from within. I think you need to find change within yourself, and then you can maybe express it outward. I don't know, I'm kind of here to find out the answer for myself as well. I think it's just reaffirmed my initial statement that change starts from within. And yeah, if you're looking for meaning, for a good foundation, for positive change and pure change from a pure place, you need to search within first. I'm going to be more concerned with turning down the noise of what society tells me and how society approaches change, and rather than otherwise looking for the meaning in looking for meaning in myself before I can express any thoughts or any emotion. I think, power is within.
Just enjoy the journey. It's rich discussion and it's a pleasure to be part of. I didn't have any agenda, and I don't really think any of us came with much of a strong agenda, so it was nice to stimulate and have inspired discussion. I think it's just a case of being on the journey, and to me that journey is the journey of growing my awareness, expanding my insight into myself and what that means, and the huge potential within that, the creative potential within that, and within context we can get really focused, really active and do tangible things, and I think that is born of a state of mind that is inspired. So I'm just going to come back to the being inspired, really.
It's made me question, what is the individual? What makes up the individual? Is it as much of an individual thing as we think it is? Is it as self-controlled as we think it is? Or is it something that is controlled by external influence? In which case, as an individual, if we are affecting change, are we affecting that change ourselves, or are we doing that as a direct result of the input that we have got from elsewhere? It was the idea of, I don't know how to articulate it, the fact that where we are, as opposed to our current situation and how we see things, as opposed to where we actually are, and bridging that gap in between. I can't articulate it properly. I'm kind of doing this. We're all here looking for something, and we're looking for change. So we have to hold on to the fact that we're here because we believe that we can implement change through one form or another. And I think that we have to hold on to that, otherwise why would we come back? So yes, I believe that we can, but it's just the mechanism by which we do so.